guys, welcome to the live stream on Gemini. We're back to Shadowverse this evening. Hello. Okay. So, if you've been following me, we've been doing Luna's story in the Gears of Rebellion segment. We finished that earlier today. So tonight, we are going to do Yuwan's story in the same segment. So what do we know so far? We have learned from the prior storyline that Yuwan was the one who has summoned one of the three nearby sisters. That was Mono, and he was the one responsible for sending her out to search for Elias, as we saw in his storyline. So anyway, let's see where Yuwan wound up when he landed in Iowa. Let's go there now. He's the final leader in that segment that I haven't done yet, so let's go ahead and start Yuwan in this segment. Okay, so I'd like to welcome in my audiences tonight. Let's welcome in my Facebook audience, my Facebook friends tonight. Hello, Facebook friends. I'd also like to welcome in my YouTube channels, both channels, Gemini and the Jones channel. And welcome in Rob Bush as well tonight. So, thank y'all for visiting the stream. And of course, my MLK audience with 1,000 followers last week. 1,000 followers. Thank you so much for that, ladies and gentlemen. It took a long time to get the 1,000 followers, but it feels good to have that many. Thank you, thank you.
I am Tetra, and my world is in danger of total annihilation.
A fearsome. We've seen that all before. Let's go on to the next chapter and see the point where Yuwan has landed on Iolon, the land of the robots. Point where Yuwan has found himself in Iolon, land. Okay. And it is decked a little bit photo class. I hope that works out for us here.
Alright. So this is Tetra's world, is it? No mistaking this feeling. There's definitely a keeper at work here. But it's too faint to be Nerva herself, which can only mean one thing. Well, let's get to it.
This sector has been placed under curfew. Authorization is required to leave residential zones. Please present your authorization. This sector has been placed under curfew. Authorization is required to leave residential zones. Please present.
Was that alive? I've never seen a life form quite like it.
Ugh, sounds like the damned resistance is at it again.
Scary, aren't they? Oh, I hope the enforcers catch them soon.
Ah, I guess those people are residents of this world. They don't seem to be in distress, however. Is this place truly in danger?
I am Tetra, and my world is in danger of total annihilation. A fearsome tyrant named Baphomet threatens us with the unthinkable.
She could have given me a few more details at least.
Containment breach has been detected in Sector B. Violators are currently attempting escape. As punitive action is anticipated, citizens of each sector are recommended to evacuate promptly.
An evacuation announcement? This is serious! We've got to get out of here!
You don't have...
Warning. I am permitted to use disciplinary measures in the apprehension of residential law violators. Please present your identification or designated authorization.
Just a moment! I've got it right here! Hey, this is my ID.
Scanning identification. Error detected. Your identification is missing necessary data.
But that can't be...
Possession of forged documentation is subject to disciplinary measures. Now initiating disciplinary protocol.
Enough!
Where did you come from?
Get out of here while you still can.
I don't know what to say. Thank you.
Warning. The obstruction of peacekeeping activities is subject to disciplinary measures.
I'd rather have kept a low profile coming to a new world and all, but... Hey, here we are.
Of course we'll go. We can't just leave her. I mean, we all know what it's like suffering at the hands of the Keepers.
Guess that girl's made me soft.
There's Surveillance, like all the other ones have dealt with their first time. Even Luna. I know, right? But anyway, we're gonna try out this deck that I had to change a little bit, see how it works out. I did do a test, and we'll see how it works out, guys.
Guess that girl's made me soft.
Commencing disciplinary measures. Violators will be punished.
I will have revenge.
All creation under my God.
You're a big fella.
Years still turn. All creation under my God. The gods have turned. The gods have turned. My blade and I are one. Years still turn.
Cutting-edge beast-taming technology. That's our next target.
Coming at you.
Send them packing with your ear-splitting roar. That's our next target.
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Now, my master.
Man must live life to the fullest.
Terminating target.
I thought I tuned him up.
manufacturing protocol. Optimizing target.
Good enough for me.
Now the fight begins. Boosting production drive.
And let's live life to the fullest.
Verifying access.
Continuing termination protocol.
That's where you were hiding. Initiating manufacturing protocol. You're through! Boosting production drive. Optimizing target.
Verifying access.
Welcome to the Holy Death Show!
Ceasing operation.
This isn't your average foe.
Listen, and listen well. My name is Grimnir!
My hands are tied.
There we go.
Whoa! I'm actually flying! Gone with the wind!
Fuel force here. Let's take advantage of the opportunity.
Dragon's Wreck! Coming right up! listen well. My name is Gritnir! Oh, the engine's busted!
Do you know my master? Target confirmed.
A new world is our desire.
Coming at you.
This blade is our future. You're mine.
My arrows are broken.
Swirling winds come forth!
Superficial damage detected. Superficial damage detected. Superficial damage detected.
Swirling winds come forth!
Superficial damage detected.
You're mine.
Superficial damage detected.
Mode.
Super damage. Critical.
Yeah. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, what a great comeback right there to get a big win.
Not exactly the most welcoming world, is it?
Fuck Angel Olivia. Say that game for us right there. Great job, Olivia. Yep. That's good. Did it for us. Okay.
Enforcer units were programmed by Lord Baphomet. Any interference with their program will be subject to immediate...
Baphomet, was it? That's the one Tetra warned us about.
You just destroyed an enforcer! Do you know what you've done?
Who is this man? He's not even in uniform.
The laws of this world are complex, serving only to torture those they're meant to protect.
There's nothing complex about our laws. They simply serve their function, to control the people through fear.
And who are you supposed to be?
I'm Mono. Don't worry. I shan't give you over to the foul forces of the law. Nope. I'm actually Tetra's sister. She's the one who brought you to this world. Whoa! Where is this mistrust coming from? I can tell you're suspicious of me without even scanning your heart rate. Perhaps it's the way I talk? Well, I don't speak like this because I want to. Some of my speech patterns are chosen based on a poetic algorithm. You know what? Never mind. I had a feeling you wouldn't trust me, so... Please ignore my sister. She is quite talkative, but she is an ally all the same. So I decided to record an explanation from Tetra. If that's not enough to convince you of my intentions, I could share more information.
I'm Yuwan. I've come to this world because I felt the presence of a keeper. Brought others with me, too.
Yes, I'm aware. That is to say, I'm aware of their existence, but not their whereabouts. However, I do know a suitable place where you can all reconvene.
Care to take me there?
That's the plan. It would be rude not to properly guide our guest. Well, our savior. It's really the least I can do, oh noble one.
Please, don't get started. I'm not one for flattery.
Fine. Let's get moving. We're headed to the underbelly of Iolon. But it's basically a junkyard.
There's my note. They can see how those two met. That answered that question, didn't it? You know, it did. Now I got Luna in the title. I don't know how I got Luna. If I can change the title of this stream. But I'm gonna put the. Yuwan of the world of Iolon, which is ruled by a tyrant named Belfort. Based on what he had already seen, you will understand the world now has been to be deteriorating. Okay. This might be the last video we do for 30 minutes.
I saw what you did earlier. You're a brave one, aren't you? Well, Braven, don't take this the wrong way. Completely reckless. You didn't know that man at all, so why risk your neck for him?
Watching me, were you?
Not you specifically. You didn't think I was going to sit back and watch that enforcer attack those humans, did you? I was waiting for the right opportunity to hack into it. I know what you're thinking. If you've got that kind of ability, why hesitate? Well, sudden movement catches the attention of the enforcers. Not to mention, this unexpected stimulus causes them to act hysterically. Stir them up and they'll attack anything that comes into view of their sensors. Even mundane things like searchlights. Truly masterful creations, aren't they?
Sorry. Perhaps I acted without caution back there.
Haha! Whoops! I swear this verbalization system hinders more than it helps. Let me restate myself. This time with less nuance. I'm deeply impressed with you.
Care to elaborate?
Sure. I sense that you have a deep moral code, one that bows more to justice than logic. That's a beautiful quality. I bet that's why my sister recognized you as the right man for the job from the start.
Can I ask you something?
Anything. I'm an open database, ready to answer whatever questions you have.
Petrus said your world is on the verge of destruction. But judging from the state of the citizens and the condition of the city, that doesn't seem likely. She made it sound like this place was already in ruins, but I see systematic order. What did she mean?
Yuwan, destruction is what happens when a tangible form is forcibly reduced to nothing. But what imperils Iolon isn't something that can be touched.
So, you fear the destruction of an ideal?
How to explain? Everything in this world is controlled by a single man, Belphamet. Actually, control might not be the most accurate word. What he does is more akin to absolute tyranny. He decides when the people wake, when they sleep, what they do and how they do it, what they see, say, and hear. He is the sole decision maker. You've seen it by now, surely. Everyone wears the same clothes and walks at the same pace, and no one would stand up for a friend, even if they were being punished unjustly. No, the physical structures of this world are quite safe. It's psychological annihilation that looms over our heads. Hearts, emotions. What makes people people?
I see. I've been to several worlds, but this is the first time I've encountered these kinds of conditions.
Unfortunate that we won't be able to rely on your experience, but I'm glad all the same. I wouldn't wish this level of decline and stagnation on any world, no matter how corrupt. And on that note, dear Yuwan, welcome to the heap of scrap we use as the home base of the Resistance.
Lady Mono, we're glad to see you've returned safely, but...
Who's that beside you?
Not a very warm welcome.
Is it so strange for robots to feel guarded around outsiders? It may seem bizarre to you, but in truth, we can think for ourselves. That's not to say there's no differences between you beings who are born sentient and us.
Did you say robots? I'm not familiar with the term.
Oh, well, that's unexpected. After having analyzed my installed logs of dead languages and confirming the perfect idiomatic expressions for regular communication, it seems I still missed something. Frustrating.
Mono, I need to ask you something. That thing I fought before, is it the same as you and the others here?
The answer is neither affirmative nor negative. We certainly both fit under the classification of robot, having been made by humans. But one thing separates us almost completely. Just as I said before, the fact that we awakened can think for ourselves. In that sense, we truthfully are closer to our makers.
Excuse me, sir. Are you the outside worlder that Tetra spoke of?
The men and women here don't possess as much functionality as my sisters and I, but they're more complex than the robots who only speak in recordings, monitor the city, or what have you.
I see what you mean. My name is Yuwan, and yes, just as you suggested, I'm not from this world.
Hi, I'm J3. This is Sutton, but a unit from the same series as me, male type J2P04, has gone missing. I was thinking you might be able to help.
A series refers to a group of robots made during the same production run. I suppose you humans might think of them as siblings.
So in other words, you want me to find your brother?
I do. I don't think he could have gone far by now.
Allow me to expound a bit. Unit J2P04, or J2 as we call him, is a bit of a rebel among the members of the Resistance, and always talking about fighting Baphomet head-on. Of course, the difference in our power and Baphomet's is clear. It's a suicide mission J2's after, but I suppose idealists never really understand the true consequences of defeat, do they? If he goes through with it, at best they'll power him down. But at worst, Baphomet could mine his memory log and learn all of our hideout's coordinates. It would be only a matter of time after that until we're all rounded up. That's not to say Hope's already lost, though. J2 is a bit of a paradox after all. As brash as he is cowardly. So I'm hoping he'll come running back to us soon. That is to say, as long as nothing has happened to him yet.
Sounds rough. I'll do what I can to help.
Thank you, truly. I believe he's gone somewhere near Central Tower. Please bring him back to us.
Mono, if we stumble upon any of my companions...
Then I'll lead them to one of our hideouts. Thank you, Yuwan. Normally my sisters or I would go out for search and rescue operations, but there are extenuating circumstances that would make that unwise right now.
Circumstances like being powered down or torn apart for information. If one of you fell into the wrong hands, the enemy would know all the crucial information regarding the Resistance.
You do learn quickly. My sisters and I act as the brains of the Resistance. It's irritating, but our actions must be strictly inconspicuous. That goes doubly for me, as I have weaker parameters than the others. You'll rarely catch me outside the base. But back to J2. He's one of us, so we won't risk him if we can help it. Here, this might help you.
And this is?
A jamming device. It should interfere with the sensors of any enforcers you come across, all while having no effect on humans.
That won't pose a problem. I should be more than capable of taking out other humans on my own. Thanks, Mono.
I should mention, it's not the most powerful apparatus. Once you activate it, you won't be able to use it again for some time. Oh, right. How many allies of yours are you missing, Yuwan? I can't imagine more than a few hundred.
Including me? There are 8 of us. Should be, at least.
Not quite the numbers I was expecting. But if Tetra has chosen you to be an elite force, then I suppose the situation is not quite as precarious as it seems.
I guess. But you should watch out for one of us. Name's Urias Formand. Black armor, white hair, and red eyes. Sticks out like a sore thumb. And he's as dangerous as he is unpredictable. If you encounter him, keep your guard up.
You don't have to worry about that. I'm a bigger coward than J2. Speaking of which, I'm sure he's eagerly awaiting someone to rescue him. Central Tower is straight down that road. Best of luck.
All that power hidden within her. And she claims to be a coward. She'd make for a fearsome opponent. Good thing we're on the same side. I should get going. The enforcers don't pose much of a threat. If the others encounter any, they should be able to hold their own without help. Which means I should prioritize finding J2. That and...
Enforcer units were programmed by Lord Baphomet. Any interference with their program will be subject to immediate...
Baphomet.
Well. So you see right there, Mono got the warning about Urias from Yuwan himself. We see evidence of that now. That's a long going conversation, huh? Alright. So we have 30 minutes in, guys, for the egg. Yeah, we're over 34 minutes. That's good. That's a good thing to do a storyline too. We can kill time with it, you know? And we got enough time. So then I have to go watch about 15 minutes. Let's see what it's about. Fight? Okay. Alright, we'll do it next time. Thank y'all for watching, guys. We'll do my stream and get my 30 minutes in. On the arcade mission egg.